Let's take a look at some of the reviews for Amazon's Fallout TV show that debuts tonight, moved up 48 hours from its original release date of April 12th to April 10th. Less than 24 hours from when these reviews were allowed to drop. Let's start with The Hollywood Reporter. Fallout review: Amazon video game adaptation from Westworld creators is heavy on vibes, light on narrative stakes. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to say that means it sure does look like Fallout. It has some cool Fallout 3, Fallout 4 looking stuff, but my God, the story and the characters. It's important to remember that the last thing that Jonathan Nolan did for Amazon was The Peripheral, which, judging the reaction of a lot of my peers here on YouTube, was an utter disaster. That most of Amazon Prime's Fallout consists of getting sidetracked by bullshit is simultaneously one of its main charms and one of the most frustrating flaws. At its liveliest, the sci-fi adventure captures the fun of simply getting to explore a strange new world, meeting colorful characters, and going down mysterious rabbit holes. But the lack of urgency also means it's 8 hours take an awful long time to get where it's going. Now, I've done videos talking about this. Who's behind this? Jonathan Nolan, and I need to issue a correction from my video from April 9th. Jonathan Nolan is responsible for the first 3 episodes, not the first 2. We've seen this pattern with Amazon before with numerous shows. The first 3 episodes kind of sort of pretend to be what it is, that it has the name of the franchise or IP of I'm looking at you, Rings of Power, I'm looking at you, Wheel of Time, and then the bait and switch goes full batshit crazy in episode 4. Does that happen in Fallout? I haven't seen it yet. None of us civilians have seen it yet. We'll see, but that's what I'm going to postulate. The article continues, while Fallout excels at capturing a vibe, in other words, the atmospherics, it has power armor. It has things that look very familiar to those of us who played Fallout 3, Fallout 4. It has ghouls. It has all those things, all those names, all those recognizable symbols. It's somewhat less successful at building stakes. What does that mean? That means it doesn't really tell a story very well. It doesn't really have characters that you get invested in. The narrative eventually gestures toward the ugly and inhumane ideas that have created this ruined landscape. As one character somberly observes, everyone wants to save the world, they just disagree how. This is very obviously a socio-political comment because everything has to be current year. Every single thing has to be about what you look at in the news headlines. Same way that it's been since, 2016? What happened in 2016? Well, I guess if you're a leftist, the apocalypse. But here we are. But the series' biggest bombshells have only so much impact when they're being dropped on characters written without much nuance. The series struggles most with its third protagonist, a grunt-level soldier named Maximus. That's who we saw around the power armor, whose scant backstory and muddy motivations make him seem not so much mysterious as half-formed. I would say that's because, first of all, it's a man. Men are either stupid or evil in Amazon intersectional feminist storytelling. While the plot essentially boils down to a 3-way race between them to secure a certain mysterious MacGuffin, oh good, another MacGuffin, it appears at times that even the characters are in no rush to get there. I've talked about who takes this show over after Jonathan Nolan leaves after the first 3 episodes. We have a showrunner who is known for Portlandia. 51 episodes of that, Silicon Valley, and then the American version of The Office. I'm not a fan of that show. The other showrunner for this is was the screenwriter for the MCU's Captain Marvel, and then also did the widely panned readaptation reboot of the Tomb Raider series. Now, when you put forces like that together and give them a franchise like Fallout, that's what you're going to get. I think that tells us a lot about, again, Amazon taking an intellectual property, taking a name, and then not making it for the people who love it. Just like Jonathan Nolan said, he did not make this show for people who loved Fallout or love video games. He made it for himself. To what degree that shows, we will have to find out. I think this confirms the videos that I've been making. Here's the thing. I'd like to be pleasantly surprised. I'd like to make a video where I came on and said, you know what? Fallout is actually really fun. It's a great story with great characters. It's not a diversity, equity, and inclusion Amazon leftist driven narrative that has no stakes, that is well edited, that has a cohesive. I'd love to make a video like that. Do I think I'm going to? Probably not. We'll see. Amazon's Fallout, again, debuts tonight. What is it, 16, 18 hours after these reviews have dropped? What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. I am going to obviously review this and look at the episodes. If I can't finish the series because it breaks my brain, I'll let you know that too. I'm Salty Traveling C. You have a good one.